We needed that question in advance. Seriously. I honestly wanted to make a gritty action cop thriller. You know what I mean? I'm a huge fan of Michael Mann films like Heat and Harrison Ford and Witness. And when I wrote this film, when I was given the opportunity to pitch this to Randy and 50, I went in there and I told 50 a story. And I said, at the end of telling him that story, which is the story that he tells on the bridge, I said to him, I said, guess who gets to tell that story to the audience? And he said, you do. You do. This is the Kevin Spacey role from The Usual Suspects. Remember that? Yeah. So it was a great, and I needed somebody like 50 because he brings so much truth to that character. I could not cast anyone else in that, and I was given the opportunity to work with these two gentlemen. I thank them every day for that, and honestly, I mean, nobody else could have played that role. And 50, during the middle of that pitch meeting, he started questioning me over and over again because he was building that character from the inside and out. Is it like Mos Def from 16 Blocks, which Randy also produces, like this character, that character? And when I started telling him what I was looking for, he says, I know this guy. I know this guy. And he brought that to the table. He's a phenomenal talent and dedicated at his craft, and it was a blessing to work with him.
I'm sure y'all know a few Tinos too. Right, and I got a chance to play someone a character that I could use the experience of having people involve themselves in a lifestyle where they're not actually prepared to endure the repercussions of it. And that's traditionally when people switch. As soon as they're actually in trouble, they decide to tell on everybody available. And I've seen that pretty often in the environment that I grew up in, so it was ways for me to ID with why the character was responding the way they were responding in the screenplay.
Outstanding job. I'm devastated that it won't be released in theaters. Great job.
It's actually being purchased by Lionsgate.
Musical score. And what else has he written? The music.
I was pretty fabulous, wasn't I? No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
That's 50's other name, Aaron Davis. No, it was, do you guys know who Miles Davis is, the famous jazz and blues musician? Yeah, that's his son. He's one of my best friends in LA. His name is Aaron Davis, and he has worked with Clint Eastwood on several of his projects, and I hope to work with him again. And he did us a favor to me, and I think he's a phenomenal composer. Thank you for that question.
Hello, 50 Cent, Curtis over here. Hi. Love you. I just wanted to ask a couple questions. If you had any misconceptions about coming and shooting a movie here in Michigan, and also you mentioned doing some other work here. Is there any opportunities still for extras to come and help out?
Well, actually, tomorrow we wrap, right? So we wrap the Things Fall Apart tomorrow, and I'll be back in August.
Looking Craigslist or?
Maureen Fury Dread is the casting director's name, so you guys can reach out to her. But,
Any scene that gave you particular problems that you shoot over and over and over?
No. Do you remember that action scene at the end of the movie? I got 11 guys with guns. And there's a couple of police officers who are actually here from GRPD in the room, and one of them showed up. Love these guys. One of them showed up with a shotgun, and I wanted to use that shotgun, and I heard you guys react to when I blew away Mongo, which was fantastic. But 11 guys with guns, 5 cars. We did that in one day before we went inside. So we were cruising.
One other thing. After last night, would somebody get this man a Detroit Tigers hat?
Oh, you just sent him back to New York. He's done here.
God damn it, can somebody show me the police?
I was just wondering, what advice do you guys have for independent filmmakers, like young independent filmmakers? I know you said this is a small budget compared to Hollywood movies, but I mean, I know most people don't have $1 million laying around.
That's true. I went to film school, and I started making small movies. Today, because of technology with the digital era, you're blessed, because when I made movies, it was film only and there was no, high def and all that stuff. So you can raise, $5,000, $1,000, you can go get your friends and, make a crew of 3 or 4 people and just go shoot something and try to get it in a festival and get recognition through a festival. So there's a lot of opportunity today that exists for young filmmakers, especially through, digital. So I would just say, just don't let people tell you you can't make a feature. Raise whatever you can raise. There are grants. There's all types of ways to do it. Just be ultra aggressive and find a script you believe in and get a group of people that believe in you and go out and shoot.
Okay, and just out of curiosity, what program did you guys use to edit the video?
It was Final Cut. Just to let you guys know, if it hadn't been for Randy and 50, the only person that would have ever seen this movie would have been my father. Simply because of the fact that it would have been a home movie. No quality actors. Seriously, you know that.
That was my line, by the way.
I totally stole that yesterday.
Hey, Curtis, I have a question for you. Given your history of being shot before,
Yeah.
portraying that role again in a movie.
Oh, it was pretty easy. I could draw for me. I just had to focus. And then I could just feel it all over again.
I can't believe he asked that.
Also,
Given
me
your
and my
history
friends
of
were
being
wondering
shot.
if we could get a picture after this. Is that cool?
A picture? Of Brian? Oh. Yeah, we'll take a picture.
Alright, we'll see you out there afterwards.
Bye, friend.
You guys don't even realize we're making a sequel to this movie because 50 was only shot once in the movie. He can make it past that.
Last question, folks, last question right here.
Hi, I'm going to direct this to Randall. I want to thank you very much for bringing this to Grand Rapids. The answer about we have to go to Los Angeles, please don't tell us that. We have so much talent in this community, and we want to bring it here.
I agree. I want to say 2 things about staying in Michigan versus, I was just speaking at what college, because I'm not from here, Grand Valley State, and I was saying to the professor and the students that there's so much amount of work coming here that actually it's better to stay here first, build up a resume, get your roots here. We've trained so many people on our crew. They started as interns, they become working crew and paid professionals now. So yes, we say you should go to Los Angeles because that's the natural thing to do, but at the same time, there's tons of work here and the community is growing, the film community is growing every day and getting bigger and bigger for us. And in large part, I want to thank 50 because he keeps bringing movie after movie here, so it's been great.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for attending tonight. See you in the movies.